What happens after we die? Your heart stops. Your brain flatlines. But here's what science has discovered. Death doesn't happen instantly. In the first 30 seconds after your heart stops, your brain becomes hyperactive, even more active than when you're awake. Some call it the final surge. Others say it's the doorway to something beyond. People brought back to life report similar things. A tunnel, a blinding white light, a feeling of peace, or sometimes something darker. Scientists have studied these near-death experiences across the globe, and what's strange is they're almost identical. Some believe it's the brain protecting itself. Others think it's evidence that consciousness doesn't end with the body. In 2014, researchers found brain activity up to 10 minutes after death, 10 minutes of silence, of something unknown. So what really happens after we die? Do we vanish? Do we dream? Or do we wake up somewhere else? One day, every one of us will find out. Now, while science works to unlock the mysteries of the universe, there are some things that science can't explain. Like, how do you get an ice cube in your drink without getting the whole thing wet? It's impossible. There's always going to be some variables that we can't control. That's why it's so important to take a moment to appreciate the things that do work, like our sponsor, Masterworks. Owning a home is one of the best investments you can make, but it also comes with a lot of work. That's why it's so important to partner with a great real estate agent. And now back to the video. One day, every one of us will find out. What happens after we die? Will we be reincarnated into another life form? Will we join the universe's energy? Will we meet our maker? Will we face judgment? Will we be sent to a place of eternal torment or an everlasting paradise? For some, the idea of an afterlife is comforting. For others, it's a source of great fear. But what if death isn't the end? What if it's just a transition? A doorway to a different plane of existence? A chance to start over or move on to something better? The possibilities are endless. When we look at death, we can't help but wonder what lies beyond. We want to know what happens next because we're all mortal. We all have a limited amount of time on this earth. And when our time runs out, we want to be prepared. We want to know what to expect. But the truth is, no one knows. Not even the scientists. So what should we do? Should we live our lives to the fullest? Should we make every second count? Should we never take anything for granted? Yes, of course. But ultimately, we can't know what will happen after we die. All we can do is our best to live a good life. Be kind to others. Be honest. Be true. And when our time comes, we should face it with courage and grace. After all, we don't really know what's waiting for us on the other side. It could be heaven or hell. It could be nothing. But one thing is certain. It's going to be an adventure. An adventure that we'll never forget. Because death, my friends, is just a doorway to the unknown. And the unknown is where the adventure begins.